I wanted to tell you about a Instagram reel that I saw today
Okay.
from he might go by a different name now, but back in the day he went by the name Fashion Elitist.
Mhm.
And I clicked on this reel and I watched the beginning and I bought I was hook, line, and sinker. I don't
Mhm.
know. Can you play it and will the audio be in the stream?
Oh,
Or is
shit.
that
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
Let's find
But we're clicking on a video. A man is talking, but we can't hear him. But he's got great hair. And needless to say, in this video, he begins by saying that Rick Owens sent him a cease and desist letter. And I thought that is some hot news. Why would Tricky Rick or his PR team spend any time trying to silence a YouTuber?
Mhm.
TLDR, it was a prank. It was a social experiment by some ne'er do wells, but that it got me. Talk about clickbait.
It's pretty messed
Um,
up. I mean, it's Rick is a saint around these parts to most people, a god, a deity,
mhm.
and to think that he would be stunting on people like that and shutting them down, it's just wrong to get you riled up like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess I got riled up. I got my jimmies in a jimble
Mhm.
because I was thinking about the tragedy that befell you,
I
uh,
know.
where
Ca
you
It's true. While Rick did not send a cease and desist to that guy, I would have believed it maybe if it was a different designer because I have been in that exact situation for real though,
mhm.
not trolled. Are you familiar with a designer that goes by the name of Philippe Plein? Plain.
Of course I do. I have all his clothes. I collect
Yeah,
them
he's
all.
one of the greats. He's on the men's fashion Mount Rushmore.
For sure.
Uh, But anyway, I made a video, a very positive video because we love him. We do. And this is a tone that I'm taking because of a certain cease and desist. No, I'm kidding. I made a very critical video of him because he's done and said some wild things. And um do you think anybody on that team would see a critical video by a little old YouTuber? Like they're probably not looking for that kind of stuff, right?
For which team? The Philip Plein
The
team?
Philip Klein team, they're not like why would they
I
go
just
looking for
I
critical
as
videos, right?
I assume that they're all on far too much cocaine that it's
Mhm.
hard for them to do normal, like, daily functions. So I can and for
Mm.
anybody who's just watching or is, completely, like, unaware, we've got a comment pinned right now that was, "Philip Plein makes the worst clothes ever." And I'll just fill you in, maybe you're just trying to learn about fashion.
Please.
I I am, pretty like, I think that most designers have something to bring to the table, they have some value. I think Philip Plein is actually trash. He's like actually
Yeah,
like the cringiest, corniest, most like gaudy in the worst way kind of designer. And his clothes are straight garbage, and he tries to sell them for a ludicrous amount of money.
absurd, and it's like, a lot of it's, like, legitimately lifted from
Yeah.
other much better brands, so it's not even, like, an original take on bad clothing, you know what I mean? And I basically said as much in this video that I made, what you were just saying, what I was just saying. I went through and explained my case, and apparently, they aren't doing so much cocaine that they literally can't function because they are able to function enough to find my video and send it to their law firm that oversees the brand in order to draw up a cease and desist to send me for
Well,
making said video.
I mean, Kilian, you must have been arrested in Scandinavia because your jail cell looks very plush.
It's very nice, actually. They're very kind to me. It's actually Italy, and it's just really good
Yeah,
craftsmanship over here.
the
Yeah, it's just everything's a little bit different, a little bit easier over here. You know what I mean? Um, But
how did
so
yeah,
here's the
how did
thing.
it go?
Yeah, well, I don't know much about this any highfalutin, fancy European defamation law. Okay, but here in America, we do have a thing called freedom of speech.
Hell
And
yeah, brother.
I think, hell yeah, right? Don't tread on me. I feel like I was fully within my rights, and I made a follow-up video saying as much. And it has been all quiet on the Western Front ever since.
Yeah, yeah, just like World War One.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that it's funny to think that that people like creators would get cease and desists. I think that you got one from Philip Klein because they have absolutely nothing to offer, so they might as well just
Might as
like
well.
try to flex legal muscle. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't know. You know, the thing about like the thing that I think is that it's a stupid thing to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, guys, anybody listening or watching, you should know that almost certainly the powers that be will try to pull this podcast down. They will try to take us
Damn
down
straight.
because there's psyops, there's government agents, dark web, deep state,
Half of
and
our viewers right now are plants.
yeah,
We know this.
yeah, and I mean literally plants.
Literal plants. There was too much fluoride in the water. They just went the way they go, you know?
You know what's the other thing I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
was fashion elitist. I just the other thing I wanted to say was his content is doing superbly. He is making videos that are doing really well, and if anybody doesn't watch his videos, I think you should. Maybe like 2 years ago at this point, I did a live stream with him when he was just on TikTok, and for based on what I understood, was unknown to this niche community of fashion enthusiasts. And I thought, like, I saw his TikToks and I thought, oh, he's doing cool stuff. I'm actually seeing somebody on this platform who's like being thoughtful or
Mm-hmm.
like, something that I thought was akin to what I wanted to do on YouTube. So I did a live stream with him.
Yeah.
And I remember the people who were watching it being very, very mean and bitter.
Really?
They were so mean to him, and it was kind of embarrassing for me. But you know what's ironic, I guess? Funny thing, I look at my YouTube analytics and I look at the people who are watching my stuff or watch other stuff. They are loving his YouTube channel. So
It all comes around eventually.
shut
You
your
know?
mouth. Yes.
Like it's weird. You can be doing the exact same thing, but people, they just need to feel like they've accepted you. You know what I mean? I think that's what
Yeah.
it is. Like a new person comes onto the scene, they may be doing great stuff right off the bat, but people just need to no, 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 no. I'm not ready for you. You are cool when we say you are.
I'm still waiting on that.
We're both still waiting on that.
I think we created this podcast as a protest that like our time. When is the straight white male
We're
gonna get
taking
an
it for
opportunity?
ourselves.
Yeah.